idea on Reconnect.
Good afternoon, guys. We all remember what happened in Sri Lanka a few days ago. Yes, I'm talking about the floods that caused havoc in thousands of people in the northern part of Sri Lanka. We all thought that how can we help those people in need? What were your options for them? To make either go to an organization or person, directly donations or collective funds, and give your donations to them. Apart from that, you had no other choice, right? And if you chose that choice, you won't know if your donations had gone to that place, if your donations had gone to that place on time, at least even your donations had been received. So, let's keep that aside for a moment, and let's think that you wanted to raise some funds, fundraising. What were your options? What are your options for that? You can't go down the street holding a board saying, I want to raise funds for this and this. That is where Reconnect comes. Reconnect is that is where Reconnect comes. Reconnect is the act where we allow fundraising and donation. Reconnect is a digital platform where we allow fundraising. Don't get us wrong, we are not your average. We are not your average crowdfunding network. We are a bit different, and we will explain to you as we go along. And at first stage, we are only focusing on social causes for fundraising. And after we get stabilized in the industry, and after we move on, we go to the other things like education, sports, research, clubs and community sports, and also. And to further elaborate our idea and guide us around this, I invite my friend to speak.
We are trying to be a unique fundraising service provider. We are basically talking about crowdfunding. Now, there are different types of people looking for funds. There are people in need. There are people who want funds for personal activities like for a scholarship. And there are people who want funds for a creative project, maybe a book release or a musical event or a technological innovation. So in Sri Lanka, there are different crowdfunding services which provide services for them, but they are only providing services for only single category. Reconnect is going to provide services for all three I mentioned. First one is social causes. Even though we are providing social causes, providing fundraising capabilities for social causes, we are not charging. That would not be ethical if we charge them. But our main revenue will be based on private fundraisers as well as people who need funds for creative projects. we aspire to to assist people with creative ideas, with transparency and in an ethical manner. We are going to make sure that Reconnect is going to be a secure and a trustworthy app.
When we come to our business model, here we allow people to post their campaigns on our website through our app, and in that post we show that the amount they need and the time allocated for that campaign, and also the other informations why they need money will be displayed on the post. And for a successful campaign, that means the amount they achieved, they achieved their target in that time, we will charge them 5% of the amount, and for the unsuccessful campaigns, we will charge them 8% of their amount they got as our income. And mainly, it is important to say that for social causes, we are not going to charge money for as a profit, and we will, as we want to accelerate donations, we will make a rewarding systems for the donators. As an example, donator who donate money for a book publication event, he will get a book signed by the author for as a reward. And when considering our market, we have four sets of people in our market. First are the people with creative ideas. As an example, someone who needs money for doing a concert or something like that. And the second set is people with personal financial needs. That means some student who need money for a project, university project, something like that. And these two sets are the main profit streams. And the next set is the people who need help managing their lives, someone who have a disease like that. And the next set is people who suffered from natural disasters. We are not going to earn profit from these two sets, and these two sets will be providing us publicity.
We are going to start with social causes. First, we as a startup are going to meet those people I need, for example, in a disaster. And then we are providing our service for free first. And then when they see that they can gain funds using our Reconnect, the publicity of that will increase. And through the time, we will be able to market our brand through digital marketing or other marketing techniques throughout the time. Later, we will market that we can provide private fundraisers a chance too. Then they will post their campaigns. That's where the revenue comes in. First of all, we are going to meet social causes. People with needs, and we are going to start that way.
In Sri Lanka, we have many fundraising organizations. They differ according to the service they provide. One is charity Apple. They consider about the social causes. This is non-profit one, and Tribe ones for individual causes. But we are combining both social causes and as well as individual causes. How we differ from other companies are we are going to giving news feed, online news feed, real-time news feed for the donors, as well as the impact from our the fund we gave. And then these are the global competitors. Kickstarter is for USA.
Good course, guys. So, how do you measure the authenticity of the requirement of an individual or like a campaign?
Yeah, the individual who needs funds states which amount they want,
How do you know that that guy actually needs it?
whether he's
A fraud or not?
yeah. First, there are so many crowdfunding apps and services available. In private funding cases, actually, the risk is not taken by the crowdfunding provider. The risk is taken by the donor. And apart from that, the donations are accelerated by reward systems. The reward system is something like this. Let's say a book is going to be released and the person needs money. So he says that if you give me 1,000 rupees, then at the start of the release, I will give you a signed copy, the paperback. If you give me 5,000, then I will give you 5 signed copies, plus something else. People might be accelerated in giving donations if such reward system exists. So the risk is not taken by the service provider. In social causes, the risk is taken by Reconnect, where Reconnect investigates whether this is a genuine cause or not. For social causes, we are actually not charging more than our expenses.
Yeah, social causes, so you know that's in the news, but for an individual who actually asks for money, we don't know whether he's lying or not on your platform, right? So those kind of limitations are there.
Yeah.
Something that the 5%, 8% of like the successful campaign and unsuccessful campaign, like why do you charge a higher amount for the unsuccessful campaign?
Yes. Unsuccessful campaigns are actually, they have failed to reach the amount they need. Like if they want 10,000 rupees, he has actually gained 8,000. People are willing to give 8,000 by the deadline. So it has taken.
So why do you charge higher than the normal? For
Yes, it is a norm in all the crowdfunding. Yeah. At the end, actually there are different services that provide this thing. Some services do not let unsuccessful campaigns to transfer money. It only allows the transfer of money from the donee if it is successful. But some services like GoFundMe, it allows.
So you hold the amount in your account till he receives it?
Yeah.
Full amount?
Yeah.
Okay. So other so have you thought about incorporating CSR of projects of corporates into this?
Yes. If a company is in the need of doing CSR work, he can post the campaign on Reconnect. And if people are willing to support that CSR work, then have said it.
Have you looked at the regulations of holding money? Do you know that there are issues
Yes.
regarding holding money in your
Yes.
account?
Yes, there are issues.
Have you looked at it?
We are currently working on it.
How do you plan on overcoming this?
Yes. We are going
Do
to.
you know what the restriction is? Do you know what the regulations are? Yes, no.
No.
Hello guys. let's say that I want to donate my money to your application. Now I have two questions. I'm doing it online, right? How can I be sure that my data are secured?
Data. Your
My credit card.
credit card details.
I'm writing my data to
Yes.
your application. I'm donating money online.
Yes, we are partnering with integrated payments provider like WePay or PayPal.
And one more, can I see where do I want to direct my money?
I didn't get it.
When I donate my money, can I say on your application where I want to direct it? To the, it can be, you mentioned it can be for researchers, it can be for scholars. Can I mention that part in the
Yes.
application?
In the application, there will be categories.
Categories, yes.
Yeah, mainly private courses and social courses. For social courses, there will, on top of the field, name. It will have a name, and directly tagged into that, it will say whether it is a social course or a private course.
Okay.
Let me, if I understand well. So there are people in need, your application, and donators. Is that right? So someone needs 1,000 rupees. On your application, it says 1,000 plus 8%, 5%, or what? And who donates the money? Does he know he also paying you that 5%?
Yes, he knows before. And 5% means the total. If you take the person gains 10,000 rupees, then 5% of 10,000 rupees is taken as an administration fee.
Oh, okay, that. But people in need, how much you take there? Your application. For your application, you said you take just to cover expenses. How much are those expenses for your to sustain your app?
Expenses would be for social courses. Yes. We have not thoroughly gained insight about the.
Oh, okay. You need to think about that. It's a matter of ethics at the end. Thank you.
So if you have charity apple and tribe funds, why do you need this third app?
Yes, Charity Apple is a non-profit organization which helps fundraising for social causes only.
Yeah.
And tribe funds, it is mainly.
Yeah. So that's fine, right? So if somebody wants to focus on charity, they go charity apple. If somebody wants to focus on individual personal projects, they go to tribe funds.
Yes.
So why do you need a third app?
When we looked at those sites, there were only 100 or 70, something number like that. The total number of campaigns were like that. So I think there's more potential to improve.
So why do you think that it's not that those platforms that has already been there have not moved beyond that?
Yeah, I think more publicity would be required.
Okay,
for that.
so then you have to give. So you will have the same problem, right? So how will you give publicity to your app?
So we will have to first.
We are first concentrating on social causes, and as we saw earlier, a few days ago, there was this flood disaster, and that's a social cause, and we like to get partnership with those mass media companies who will be giving donors collecting items, and we would like to see get partnership of them and be the digital partner, digital media partners, and where we can get them donors what their course of donorship, we have to go and give them what we are going to.
Okay, so why would a media company want you as an intermediary? Because they are already getting money anyway. And God knows if they are spending all the money on charity or not. But then why would they need you in between? What value are you giving
They
them?
are making centers are main base on Colombo or some other major cities. But if you are from the like rural area, you have come all the way to give something like but if you can create some money, the amount to some folks, something like they make, and that would be easy because then we put then those media agencies would get the attack, loan donors and find out.
They get more money.
Yeah. And you
Thank you.